Yeah, the Europa League lives on your home of champions. We have Union Saint-Gilloise playing Liverpool live Thursday at 12:45 p.m., 1:45 ECT. That will be followed by Real Betis. They take on Rangers live Thursday at 3 p.m., 4 ECT. And then we have Jose Mourinho's AS Roma. They're live Thursday at 12:45, 1:45, taking on FC Sheriff. And then David Moyes, West Ham faces Freiburg live Thursday, 3 p.m. for ECT. Yeah, lots of European football there taking place, but it's all about what's going on here in this all-Ireland fixture between the two best teams in the Manning Cup and the Da Costa Cup, Janine.
For the 2023 season, Clarendon College and Mona up against each other. But before we even get into those details, let's take a look at the top 5 goals in schoolboy football. Are you excited?
I'm excited.
Dixon. Oh, nicely done. Dixon looking for a hat-trick and gets it! A master of his craft. Kaheem Dixon with a hat-trick in the Da Costa Cup final. You won't forget him after this. 31 goals on the season. This is his time, and it's Clarendon College's time. A performance of an age from Dixon and Clarendon College tonight.
Yes, he's a player of this age, this season for sure, because whatever has been done before him, he has matched it. You say 31 goals, add those 7 taken away from him, and you get 38. That is how good he has been this season.
Visit to the edge of the box. Oh, lovely play. Brilliant from Clarendon College. That is straight from the training ground. And it was wonderfully finished. Easily finished too by Kaheem Dixon, who opens his account now. And he has something to smile about Lenny Hyde. That was beautiful football, and it left Lennon High bamboozled. 3-0 now.
Well, that's what you want as a coach myself, is to see what you've worked on the training ground just materialize on the pitch in a competitive game. But that was all one-touch football from the kickoff, from the dead ball. It was one-touch football, and you don't get it better than that. Jason White steps up and fires this one brilliantly! Jason White with a screamer! And Glenmuir High have the lead in this all-important Da Costa Cup quarter-final. That was stunning. Shivani Bennett beaten. And Glenmuir have a deserved lead.
Jason White stepped up. He seemed confident from he placed the ball down. And that kick, it dipped. It swerved. And it swerved right into the back of that Manchester net.
From St. Jago with the free kick. Punted that one. Oh! Oh, what a strike! From the big man in the goal. Leighton Murray, eat your heart out. That is a stunning kick. And what a way to get your first goal this season. And he stuns the boys from Hero Circle. What a goal. What a hit.
What a hit indeed. I said that we don't see it often, but this is why maybe we should. And honestly, I'm lost for words. And maybe Johnny Gill could describe this goal a bit better, because my, what a strike. Leighton Murray, and it's St. Jago 1, Woolmouth High School 0.
Yeah, he's perfectly the man, or the perfect man that Glenmuir wanted to really get that chance to try and half the deficit.
Oh, that's a lovely ball through, and here is Dixon, 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 still Dixon! Churchdown is looking. Shampleton is looking. And CC's number 13 gets 30 of the season. A landmark goal in the showpiece finale. And Clarendon College, oh my word, what a statement in the Augusta Cup final, 3-0.
Massive, massive statement. Character is at the highest level here. Having lost 3-2 in the Champions Cup, they have turned up tonight to show that there is nothing close between these two teams, at least not on this night.
Manny, oh my gosh. I don't know what to say. When I saw Kaheem Dixon with the fifth goal, I was just like, how can you top this? And then remember that he scored 3 goals in the final. But that is a pretty good top
I
five.
said Kaheem the Dream Dixon, that's what he does.
Well, let's look at the most the Olivier Shield titles over the years. Jamaica College holding the most with 22. And if we take a look at Clarendon College at number 6, they have won 6 Olivier Shields. If they do win today, they'd go up to 7th with Kingston College and being that top 5 most Olivier Shield titles.
Yeah, and we're not seeing Mona High there. If they win, they can add themselves to a long list of Olivier Shield titles.
Well, this isn't the first encounter for Clarendon College and Mona High. They played last year in the Champions Cup quarterfinals. Clarendon College getting out on the better end of that one with the final score being 3-1.
Yeah, Janae, and you would think that Mona would learn from that encounter, so we can expect some improvements here today. But we have to speak to the coaches, because 2 high-profile coaches. Let's hear from Coach Lenny Hyde first.
Coach, how has your team transitioned mentally and physically from the Augusta Cup final to prepare for the unique challenges posed by Mona, especially with such a quick turnaround time?
Well, they are positive. I saw it in the training the last 2 days. It's good to see the turnaround. As I said, they look positive, they are training well, and they are looking forward to the end of the season match right now.
Well, we have to speak about Kaheem Dixon. He has adopted the name Mr. Champions Cup, Hat-trick Hero, and other names. Should we expect anything better from the performance we saw on Saturday?
I think so. He has a lot of arsenal. He has that will. He's very focused, and he needs to do. I know he can do more for the team, and with the help of the midfielders and Christopher Hall, Ashley, everybody can come out and see some good football tonight.
Well, having secured the Augusta Cup, there's a strong momentum with Clarendon College. How do you ensure your players maintain focus and avoid complacency when facing a formidable opponent like Mona in the overall Champion of Champions showdown?
Well, they are seasoned campaigners. They have a lot of experience, so it's not hard to get them focused for this one. We were in the hunt for 3 titles, and it would be fitting for us to get another one, because you can't go for 3 and only end up with 1. So it's important that we try and get this one.
Yeah, our water player to watch, none other than Kaheem the Dream Dixon. Lean, mean machine. He is a striker, dominant striker, scored that hat-trick in the Augusta Cup final. And here he is on another big stage. We can expect more goals from him. But let's talk about the next team, because we have to hear from their coach, Janae, Craig Butler.
Yes.
Coach, you were doing rounds on social media for your entrance to the Manning Cup celebrations at Mona High, arriving on a motorbike. How planned was that appearance?
It's just our way. It is the Mona way, the Phoenix way. And it's very simple in life. It is the way you measure a good leader. It's not how he treats those who can affect his life, but how he treats those are the least likely to affect him.
Well, in terms of today, the Mona High fraternity, they can celebrate once again if your boys can get it done today against the Augusta Cup champions. What's the plan going into this game?
You mean we can celebrate? Because we didn't celebrate the last time. The plan is to go out there and win the game. The plan is to go and stick to our systems, our methodology, and to ensure that the love that we have for each other is displayed on the pitch.
Yeah, you were speaking on the SportsMax zone about multiple ways that Mona High can play. Seeing that your opponents are Clarendon College, are you going to throw caution to the wind and attack them today, or are you going to soak up pressure and play on the counter?
Well, you'll just have to wait and see.
And what would this win to add the Olivier Shield to Mona High's ranks? What would that mean in terms of the school and uplifting the system?
I think it would mean a lot to us. It would mean a lot to the school and the principal. principal is an alma mater of Clarendon College, and I believe that his love for Mona will also be on the test today. So we'll show up and do what we can do. We'll ensure we win the game.
All right,
That's all we want to do, win. We come here to win.
Well, who do we have as the Digicel player to watch? None other than Robino Gordon, wearing number 9 on his back, 18 years of age as a defender, 16 appearances and 16 goals. Looking to see if he can help out his Mona squad today.
Yeah, Jenny, and Poppy is his nickname. Kaim Dixon. What would be my nickname before we go to break?
It's a goal connoisseur. Well, we have a lot of action for you. The 90 minutes of action will start after this break, and our commentary team of Donald Oliver and Dwight Jeremiah, the dynamic duo, will have you covered.
This is the end. The time when the best of the best try to create their magnum opus. The National Stadium, their Sistine Chapel. The Mecca of Jamaica's football, their playground. The Manning Cup champions Mona High, in the wake of being crowned kings of the urban area against the giants of rural area football, the Da Costa Cup winners, Clarendon College. Wherever you're watching all over the world, thank you so much for joining our coverage here on the Home of Champions, on Scene TV, on CVM Television, of course here in Jamaica, and on the SportsMax app. My name is Donald Oliver. I'm with Dwight Jeremiah. Really looking forward to this contest, and I'm sure you are too.
Very much looking forward to it. This is the game of two champions that is meant to determine the ultimate champion. It's a game that I expect to be a striking exemplification of how different the approaches and playing style in football can be. These two teams are led by two men. One, the ultimate philosophical leader, and the other one, the pragmatist. Both approaches in football have been known to have their supporters and relatively amount of success. The big question is, which style will prevail tonight?
Craig Butler is a marketer, we all know that, and he has been harping on the message that he wanted to build a system synonymous with the strengths of Jamaica's athletes. And in the football arena, he has developed that system through Mona High. And it's been a success, obviously, with him being crowned the Manning Cup champion. But you take a look at what Clarendon College they have offered over the years with the system that they've played, with the attractive football that we've seen from them. You mentioned it before, it's a battle of styles, but Clarendon College, they've been doing it for a while, and they hope to do it again today.
Yeah, I have my preference to the style, but let me tell you, each can profess that their style is the best, but it's down to the players you have. I'm pretty sure if Craig Butler had the players that Clarendon College has, then he'll play that brand of football, that great expressive style, but he's the pragmatist, so whatever he has, he tried to make it work for him. So I think it's hard to say this is the way we should go, because we're seeing before our eyes, all of them Jamaicans, and they're playing different brands.
We'll now pause for the playing of the national anthem. The Interscholastic Olivier Shield is on the line. for those who dare to claim it. The swan song of the season, the curtain call of their endeavors. Having conquered the hilly terrain of their respective competitions to reach this moment, Mount Everest beckons. We're moments away from the scaling of this final obstacle to begin. These are your officials. Okito Nicholson is the man in charge. Nerissa Goldson, the fourth official. Damian Williams, Joshua Jackson, his assistants. Clarendon College, their starting lineup sees one change. Daniel Clark comes in at left back four. Rigel Francis, Burrell between the sticks. Thompson, Hodges, Green complete the back four. Hupy, Gaddimore and Douglas in the middle of the park. Ashley on the left. Hull on the right with 12 goals to his name. And of course, Mr. Final himself, Kahim Dixon, 31 goals to his name, as well as 16 assists.
Yeah, the big question is whether or not they can live up to what they showed us on Saturday night. It's a big ask to better what they did, but if there's any team that can do it, it's Clarendon College.
As far as Mona High is concerned, they're unchanged from that Manning Cup final. Akeem Bernard in goal, Peralta, Johnson, Gordon, Parchment in the back four. In the middle of the park, Alex Swazo, Carlton Brown and Denzel McKenzie. Of course, with 11 goals and 20 assists to his name. Shane Gordon, Demarion Harris and Romarion Thomas, the top three.
Yeah, well, we expect that they will be playing a part at some point, probably playing a lot on the counter. So they're going to have to be patient, that top three, and a lot of work expected from the wide players in that formation as well.
Douglas, the captain of Clarendon College, and Akeem Bernard, the custodian and the skipper of Mona High.
Hey, Nerissa!
Devontae Hodges at the back for Clarendon College has had a good season. Of course, doesn't have his usual partner in Nashon Bolt, but Devon Johnson did, or rather Romario Thompson did really well beside him in the Acosta Cup final. How will he impact the game? Denzel McKenzie.
He knows how to score, he knows how to assist as well. When he gets the ball, it's how well they use it for most of these Mona players. Because most would come, including ourselves, expecting Clarendon College to monopolize possession as much as they possibly can. But Mona won't be perturbed by that. It's the two teams who are not really disturbed too much by contrasting styles.
We're on the way for the Olivier Shield playoff. Clarendon College, they're in their full yellow kit this evening. And they'll be kicking towards downtown Kingston. And already there's a mistake at the back. And here's a snapshot that's over the top. Wow. We speak about the possible impact that their number 10 could have. Mackenzie with a big chance there. And he would want to do over because you expect that to be on target.
Yeah, and a scoring early here from Mona would really play into their plans, because then with being ahead, they can get into their low blocks. Well, at least medium in this early stages of the game. So a big miss for them. Clarendon College will want to settle quickly.
A player is down for Clarendon College, and he's going to get some attention now. But yeah, what a start to this game already. Mona High pretty much doing to Clarendon College what Clarendon College did to Glenmuir.
Yeah, I'd probably looking to surprise them. Craig Butler and his team pressing a bit high. The back line was all the way up to the halfway line just now. So hasn't been silky smooth yet from Clarendon.
It's always going to be difficult for them to settle against this Mona team, known for their pressing, known for their work rate off the ball as well. Mona High with the possession, but just losing out in the end. Denny Hyde, of course, is the technical director of Clarendon College. He was really serious that night of the Dacosta final.
Yeah, only got a smile and the 6th goal went in.
Yeah, the hat-trick
yeah.
from Kane Dixon. That 3rd goal, yeah. Clarendon College and Mona would have met in the Champions Cup last season. Clarendon recorded a 3-1 win over Mona in that game. They really have to be careful at the back. Clarendon College, Mona trying to pounce, and out with the clearance, and had to be accurate there as well as quick Roche Burrell. Frank Butler, the technical director of Mona, would have been hoping that Mackenzie had converted that opportunity early in this game. He actually scored in that Champions Cup match, of course, in a losing effort last season. Malachi Douglas, Clarendon College's number 7, one of the scorers in that 3-1 victory. There's a chip over the top. He gets there, trying to beat his marker, and try to send that one across inside the area. There was a deflection, and Clarendon College will have the corner kick.
Yeah, it's pretty much what they'll do. We've seen the pattern of the game already, and they'll pass it around until they shift people out. It's football, a game of spaces, and when they see the space, the best space, then that's what they'll look to utilize. Sorry.
A bit of argy-bargy in the box. Referee Nicholson having a word with both players. Carlton Brown and Devontae Hodges. Here's the delivery from Hull, and it's claimed by Akeem Bernard.
Yeah, that one too close to Bernard.
He is a big unit, is Akeem Bernard.
Take some beating.
Yeah. Here's Mona again. Lovely give and go. Shane Gordon tried to play it on the far side for Romarion Thomas. See that Gordon playing centrally in the opening minutes here. It's a corner kick to Mona High.
It's a quick transitional play as well for Mona. It was about 3 passes and they were into the final third, which is what Craig Butler prides himself on, in getting his team to play that way.
Yeah, they don't really dilly-dally around, do they? Here's Thomas. Thomas drives an effort and was blocked inside the area.
Yeah, not a lot of passes in the build-up play for Mona through the third. Very direct and vertical line breaking passes they look to make. What you feel Clarendon College will have to do is, apart from that slow build-up, and they're going to have to pick the paces up quite a bit, especially when Mona commits players forward in their attacking play.
Gallimore to Ashley. Ashley utilizing his strength well, just losing the ball. Got a knock to his face, however. And Okita Nicholson, stern as ever, calling back the Mona player and having a few words with him.
Yeah, free kick, yeah, but I think Ashley did the bulk of the work early. Just held on to it a little bit too long, I felt, and even for the Clarendon style of play, yeah, just needed to keep that ball moving. And Mona will welcome the duels, the physical duels.
Hodges goes wide. Still inside the area, bouncing awkwardly, not clear properly. Oh, this is a big opportunity here for Kahim Dixon. And Bernard doesn't collect. Peralta tries to clear. Clarendon College through Dixon, was trying to set up his partner, Christopher Hull. I actually thought it was a miscontrol there from Dixon, but he wanted Hull to capitalize on it.
Yeah, he was looking to tee up Hull, but I felt he was in enough space in that box to be able to let fly. Yeah, but look here. Well, that's not it.
That's the overhead that he tried. It was on target. And then Bernard, you know, for a big lad, I expected him to catch that one.
Yeah, I think he didn't realize he had more space there, Dixon. Was just in that pocket, surrounded by 4, but had enough space to probably go at goal. His bearing's not about him yet, but I don't think it will take too long for him to recognize and begin to threaten Bernard in goal.
Hodges with the header away. Hull collects for Clarendon College.
And Hull is always a player I think can really do a lot more. In the last game he was looking to shoot a lot more, but yeah, could get some more end product.
Yeah, definitely was more active in the Costa Cup final, especially when you compare his performance in the Champions Cup the week before. Said after the game that, and I'm talking about the Costa Cup game, the Costa Cup final, that maybe he tried a little bit too hard, Christopher Hull.
Yeah, wanting to go from 0 to hero in one game, but it was, I think as coaches sometimes we say, yeah, I prefer you do that and then let's just tone you down, but you've just got to do more, because he gets himself into some really good positions. And I think of the front 3, he's probably one would say the nicest of the 3. I just need him to be a little bit more of an animal.
Here he is. Was he tripped? Referee says play on. And that's exactly what Mona does, but nothing to write home about. That was well away from Kashane Gordon.
I think Clarendon College will do well to just keep enough players back to be able to deal with that direct ball out quickly. Maybe 3 and 1.
Well, he won the header there on that occasion, and Dixon trying to move away from his marker. There's a whistle on the play, and it's going to be a free kick to to Mona High.
It's an offside. No.
It was just
handball. Looked to be as if it came off his hand. Yeah, it looked to have come off his hand. It was facing the referee. A little bit obscure our angle here, but yeah, it did look that way.
There was a bit of a tug in war that was happening as well. I'm not sure if Dixon actually started it. Was able to win the header there.
Well, the press is pretty high from Mona. They're in their defensive shape, yes, but yeah, pretty high press.
Clarendon College doing relatively well to try and get out of their own half, but there's a whistle there. It's a throw in. I think it did cross the line.
But in that defensive shape, you see a 4-2-3-1 from Mona. So often you see 3 lines in a defensive shape for a team. They have looked to employ 4 lines.
Ball given away. Ashley moving away from Swazo, trying to switch the play, and there's a lot on it. Craig Butler enjoying himself on the sidelines.
Yeah, for him, I think it's a relaxing game as well. He has won the Manning Cup, and that's a lot for him as well. Definitely would want to get this, but can play with a lot more relaxation here. like I said, I think it's down to a...
Oh, nice turn. That's wonderful from Demarion Harris, and he sends it out wide. Opportunity here for Thomas. Good challenge coming in. It's a corner kick to Mona High.
It looked like it was a slight deflection too. Felt it was going to be a goal kick, but that was a lovely turn from their number 11, Harris. I think it was Hodges who got a bit too tight.
Denzel McKenzie with a corner kick. That's a good delivery, headed away by Devontae Hodges. This is Peralta. Difficult to control, but Mona will still have possession. Parchment kept in play by Kashane Gordon. Now he goes on one of those runs, and then the clearance made and into touch. There's a danger man for Clarendon College, Kaheem Dixon. 31 goals this season, officially on the books.
Yeah, officially on the books. Really, I felt it was bad to take his 7 goals away, because you punished the team, but you also punished the player.
Parchment goes long, was looking for Thomas, but again, Atiba Green had him covered. And Swazo needs some attention here, holding his ankle. He's not one to go down, is Alex Swazo. Hope it's not too serious, but he looks as if he's in some pain. I think he probably just landed awkwardly there.
Yeah. Slight roll of the ankle. But he's saying it looks like there's a stud that caught him as well, because he's showing referee Nicholson just a tear on the socks. Yeah, maybe his teammate, who knows? But
may just have been a twist of the ankle there.
Much quieter than it was at this stage on Saturday night for these Clarendon College supporters. At this stage, they were leading like, what, 2-0?
Yeah. It was that kind of start of the game. Swazo again finds the turf. Was limping off here. They have to do the rehab quickly. Such an influential member of the starting lineup. They're down to 10 at the moment, Mona. And that goes into touch behind for a corner kick, in fact, for Mona High. Swazo comes back on the field. Mona back to their full complement. Here's the corner kick at the near post, easily handled.
That was Dixon.
Yeah, it was. Thomas left the ball. Douglas. Nicely done by Clarendon College, really.
Yeah, they evaded that press so well.
Clark goes long. And that one headed out wide and into touch. Safety first, I reckon. Dixon, I think he was probably lining up at the 10th there, you know. Eventually bundled off the ball, and now Mona will come forward through Thomas. Oh no, just a slip there. Unfortunate for the youngster, Marion Thomas.
Yeah, was really looking to line up that pass forward.
sticking to the basics, Clarendon College, and now they're in the attacking third, and Hull unable to get the cross inside. And there's the ball that almost got through to Dixon. Still a chance here, and didn't have enough time and space to let fly in the end. Clarendon College, they now appear to be well oiled. Ball inside the area looking for Dixon, and Bernard comes out to grab, and he had to hold on in the end.
Both touches from Bernard critical because he took it off the head of Dixon, and then it was running free. He was way off his line, so needed to commit. There was Dixon looking after the bouncing ball. Yeah, just over his head, Dixon. And
here they come again. Clarendon College again trying to make their way into the penalty area. And it's a goal kick.
Yeah, I think Dixon was coming from an offside position. Didn't want to interfere. Just took a long time in coming out. I think that's what you're going to see. I don't think it's going to be that type of game where Clarendon are just incessant pressure here. Phases in the game, they'll keep possession and then just look for that moment where space opens up, and then you'll see an increase in tempo in that final third, because they're up against a well-organized, well-drilled Mona team.
Yeah, may need something special to beat them tonight.
It's one thing that has special players, it's Clarendon College.
Referee Nicholson awarding the free kick to Mona. Carlton Brown, though, still unable to rise to his feet. Although the call went against him.
Ah, that's a bad challenge there.
Well, no, apologies. It is Mona's free kick.
Yeah, it is.
That is a bad challenge.
That was a bad challenge. I've seen those given as red cards. I mean, it was very high. I mean, he had a bad touch and went way, way over the top. Did a yellow card come out?
I don't remember seeing a yellow card.
If it stays that way, then that's a big let-off. I've seen those resulting in fractures, broken leg as well. They say it looks worse always on the slow-mo, but slow or fast, that's really high.
I don't think there was much of a follow-through. And yeah, it does look worse on the replay because it wasn't that obvious, and in real time it didn't look that dangerous initially.
But good that it looks like a little heist to it, and we'll be able to continue.
Well, he is writing.
Yeah, so it appears a yellow card was shown. Is that the case?
We're going to have to confirm that. Ball inside the area, nodded away, picked up by Kishane Gordon. Gordon with an effort, and no issues there for Riche Burrell.
Clarendon just a bit slow to come out for that second phase of that free kick.
Douglas. Dixon. Gallimore almost got in a bit of trouble there.
Yeah, just not at their A game in terms of their touches. That's a second bad one. It's a bad touch that led to the free kick for Mona with that nasty looking challenge. And then it was a bad touch again. Probably just overcomplicating things here. Clarendon, maybe they need to be spurred into life. It did come up against a Glenmuir team on Saturday that had beat them, and they came here with a lot to prove.
Corner kick coming in, and the header is wide of the mark. Just to confirm that Atiba Green actually got the yellow card for that challenge. Yeah, it was borderline.
Yeah, not surprising.
At the very least orange. the card. Dixon is always a willing runner with a smile on his face as well.
Yeah, not a touch again that bubbled up. And I think from a distance you look at the pitch, the surface, and it looks nice and level. But there are some bumps out there with, you know, probably the traffic in over the last Friday and Saturday as well. Just some areas where the grass isn't so level.
Gordon, ball trapped for a while. Gets away from Hodges and still has it, but Clarendon College, they will try to get out of the back. CC still. Thompson. Now Atiba Green. Giving up. Swaza goes long, was looking for Mackenzie. Couldn't do a whole lot with it.
And up for the first time in the middle of the park. Gallimore for Clarendon College, just giving up possession. Still working hard here to try and break down this well-organized Mona team.
Oh, that's a lovely ball through, you know. And again, I think Dixon was just trying to set up his teammate there, actually trying to get the ball inside. Or it wasn't Dixon,
it was Gallimore
again.
Yeah, as I said, and that ball was passed behind, and that's like the third in succession that he has really put a foot wrong with the control. Now with that pass, it was behind the advancing teammate, and what he needed to do was to pass to the space the player needs to, or is seeking, not what the player occupies. And a lot of talking going on there. Johnson saying it's all talk from Clarendon College, and maybe those things will help to really ignite this game.
Maybe QP trying to find Hull, and in the way the Mona defense, and they're looking for a free ball out wide, and strong defending by Thompson as Thomas couldn't get by him.
In a way, for the game to come to life, you look at it and you think, okay, it'd be great for Clarendon to score. Mona comes out, they play more. But then again, maybe Clarendon, the way they are playing and have not come with the life that we're used to from them, maybe they need a goal against them to come to life. So either way you feel, the common denominator is that the game probably needs a goal.
Who knows, we may be in a situation where one goal will win it as well.
That's true. But right now, that's the common factor. Yeah, those are the unforced errors that you've come not to expect from Clarendon.
Ball touch forward. Dixon unable to get on it, and that's some good work at the back.
They're not pleased with the challenge, and is probably demonstrating that it's not the first time.
High ball inside. Swaza tried to make the most of it. Sent out wide. Mackenzie now. Oh, lovely. That's a wonderful ball to Gordon. And there should have been someone at the back post. The build-up was brilliant there. Peralta. Back out wide to Thomas. The ball inside is a good one. Looking for Gordon. Still in play. It goes behind for a corner kick to Mona High.
Yeah, that attacking play from Mona was something that most person would come to associate with Clarendon, but that was neat, sleek, silky play in the final third, getting in behind the Clarendon back line, getting them turned around.
Four players inside the box for Mona High. Here's the delivery. Parchment. Swazo. Again, Mona looking dangerous here. Will get another corner kick. Peralta is going to be taking this corner now over on that far side as Mona, they look for the big breakthrough here in this Olivier Shield playoff.
And if they were to get it, they'd feel that it's nothing less than they deserve.
There's a corner kick high inside the area and it's nodded away, and Dixon trying to thread that one out wide, nipped by Mackenzie, and Mackenzie went down, but Mona still have it. Thomas getting the throw. Peralta's ball inside the area, and they just usher it out. Clarendon College for the goal kick. Both teams trying desperately not to make a mistake that would be critical to the proceedings. Oh, wonderful from Ashley, trying to get by Parchment, who did well to recover and get a foot in.
Just a touch too nonchalant from Ashley. Once he nutmegged the player, just didn't look with the urgency to go on to the end of the ball.
Here is Malachi Douglas now for Clarendon College, looking for options, ran into trouble. Green. Hull trying to flick that one inside. Didn't work once again.
Yeah, definitely coming from an offside position is Harris.
Goal scorer in that Manny Cup final. Mona's number 11 with his 5th goal of the campaign. There he is, Demarion Harris. Lovely stuff. Ball played inside to Dixon, who turns and fires wide.
Yeah, it's lovely build-up play, lovely work there, footwork, nifty footwork in a tight spot. It was Douglas, then finding Dixon. Normally, the end product with those link-up plays is goal. Not on that occasion.
That Douglas-Dixon combination, though. Peralta on it. Green. Hall trying desperately to be influential over on that far side as well, but he hasn't seen a lot of the ball. Slipped through nicely. Mona in the attacking third. Almost spotted the perfect ball. Swaza now on it. Swaza takes a shot that wasn't really threatening Roche Burrell.
Yeah, more speculative in the end.
Nicely done by Green along that channel, finding Hull. Hull beats the challenge. Hull inside the box now. Deciding to cut back. And Johnson does well, but it's picked up by Green. And in the end, it's put behind by Swazo. It's a corner kick to Clarendon College.
He had it in flow as well as Hull wanted that in front of him. It just got stuck under his feet, so that afforded the defender to get goal side, caused him to turn back.
Maybe was discouraged by the fact that it was only Dixon inside the box as well.
Yeah, that too. And Green came to assist from deep. Lovely touch from Green when he got it to get away, to evade the incoming challenge.
Hull's ball inside is a good one, and it's headed away. Corner kick again for Clarendon College.
Nice near turn to get a series of corner kick to apply some pressure.
Gallimor's ball is a good one at the back post. The free header is there. And it could have been no one else but Kaheem Dixon. His 32nd goal of the campaign. And in this Olivier Shield playoff, Clarendon College, the Costa Cup champions in front. It's their talisman again with the goal.
How can you leave a player like this so free? And Mona didn't read the script, because that's the player you don't leave unmarked in the box to run onto free balls like that. And we say Mr. Final. Yes, this is the Olivier Shield. It's a final type game. It is for a trophy. And when those games come about, he's certain to be on the score sheet. No surprises here, nor all around Jamaica or viewers in TV land to see Dixon on the score sheet.
And Dixon can't ride a second challenge. It was a strong one too. Mona trying to respond. And we were speaking about the fact that this game possibly needed a goal. We have one now. Maybe it will open up a little bit more. Shot from distance. Akeem Bernard went across. Got a hand on it, I think.
Yeah, he did. Wasn't sure where he was in terms of his positioning. That was always going wide.
Yeah.
Speculative, you felt, if at best it was Gallimore. Was it from the midfield? Yeah, that was always going wide. And now it's served up an opportunity for Clarendon to pack this 18-yard box. And from what we saw, silky smooth Clarendon on the weekend, who would have thought that the goal would have come from a set piece? But that it has.
They just know how to get the goals. That's the thing, Clarendon College. They just do. Hull with the corner. Nobody there at the back post on this occasion. Hand of apology from Hull.
Yeah, this man just broke free. On the goal, you could see the defender just standing, watching the number 13 go away from him. 32nd goal officially, that is, of the season. Did score 7 more goals. Kellitz, the team disqualified, and also his goals went with it. I would have gone a different way had I been the organisers. He would have kept his goal because that came in a game against a team that used a player that probably shouldn't have played in the end. He was doing much greater work to beat a team with a player that shouldn't be out there, so don't punish him. But how many players, Donald, you take 7 goals from them and they still hit the 30s?
Not a lot. Opportunity for Clarendon College as the ball is inside the area, bobbling around, and well, they're getting a little bit nervous now.
Yeah, it's a lovely ball over the top. I mean, Hull tried to take it. It was like he would have needed a Messi-like take that we saw of the little Argentina against Nigeria in a World Cup game where you took it down on the thigh and then a lovely strike on goal. Hull was looking to replicate, but not quite so.
There's the corner kick at the near post, headed away by Mona. It's going to be a throw-in to Clarendon College.
And it can be unsettling. You did say they look unsettled, coach there, wanting to organize again, but it can be unsettling when you're up against such a formidable opponent and they go ahead. And you're thinking, where's the way back? And maybe you just need to continue to do what you're doing. Don't go too far behind. There's 5 or so minutes to go to the halftime break. The worst you want is a 1-0 deficit.
Well, Clarendon College looking to make it 2 ball delivered inside. There are a couple of Mona defenders there to deal with it. Brown. Mona will get the throw in their own half still. Have about 5 minutes or so remaining in this first half. Mona looking to get back into this game. Harris was trying to find Gordon, and that should go out in the touch for throwing to Clarendon College.
Yeah, but Mona can take heart from the fact that Clarendon, they have not had their own way in this contest.
Remember to download the SportsMax app today from the Google Play or the App Store.
Yeah, so Mona, they've done well in terms of threatening, not just as many would expect that they would be well organized, difficult to break down. They've had their moment, and probably the first real chance of this encounter went to Mona. Clarendon with some unforced errors as well.
Look at Dixon pressing. Bernard was confident in his own abilities, but Dixon wanted that support.
Yeah, Hull was late in coming, and there Dixon giving him the Latin part of that one, that you can't see me charging like that and you're not backing up. And in any game, you know, a press can't be just one player.
Exactly. Kept in well. Oh, he sold him short there, and Mona nipping in. This is a big opportunity here, you know. couldn't supply the pass to Gordon, who was begging for it, and now it goes the other way. An opportunity for Clarendon College here. Dixon around the keeper, and couldn't keep his footing there.
But it's a great challenge there on Dixon. I think it was Gordon who made the challenge, because Dixon was bearing down on Bernard and was looking to pull the trigger. But yeah, that was a very good challenge. Well timed as well, because I think Dixon had just been on the edge of that 18, almost in the box.
That was close though.
Yeah, but he got it right. Dixon deciding to stay on his feet, and many strikers would have, upon feeling just the slightest of contact, go to the turf to give the referee a decision to make. But
because if there was a touch, it wasn't a lot.
No, it wasn't a lot. And because of his vein of form, you get that with players who believe in that they could still yet score. Some would say give him credit. Others would say just be smart and go down if you get a touch. Because the referees, they have a thing about them where they won't give it if you stay on your feet.
Yeah, it means that you still have the advantage, right?
Yeah. But on that occasion, the touch of the ball too was running away from him. Bernard closed down quickly, and Dixon was always going to be second best. Once he got around Bernard, didn't have enough real estate, running out of space.
And the thing about it is that he had to get around Bernard. Didn't use him as an obstacle, because Bernard didn't get there.
No, didn't get there, yeah. But before that play, Clarendon was really short at the back. It was a heavy touch from Mona that allowed the left back to get back into it in Clark.
Yeah, I think Shane Gordon's still livid at the fact that he didn't get that ball. Dixon all alone. Hull slows it down. Atibo Green threading this one through. Hull sends it out wide. Dixon is on the ball. Has Peralta for company. Ball whipped inside. That's a good ball. That's nodded down. Still a chance for Clarendon College. Here's a shot that's taken. It's wide of the mark. Clarendon College, they're humming now.
What if it was a bit behind Douglas? Why he didn't look to make the header on goal, but look to set up his teammate? Because he was in so much space. Wondering if he could also have taken a touch. We managed to see that cross again. And Douglas now to the turf.
Already has a bandage on that knee, and he's holding on to it.
Yeah. Well, maybe we get a chance here to just get a look back at that chance for Clarendon College. Started with a lovely ball from Green to break a line, and when it went out to Dixon. Yeah, let's have a look here, and that ball cross coming in. That might have been backpedaling and touch.
Gordon. Those are coming together, but referee says play on, and they do. Clarendon College. This is lovely stuff. Ball played out wide to Ashley. Ashley, lovely. Ashley drilling it across. Deflection, and here's the effort that is wide of the mark. That could have been 2-0.
But that was Gallimore again, who's had some bad touches in this game, and again that snapshot, that toe poke, hurried, in the end wayward. But the challenges are flying in from Mona.
Yeah, there was a flag up for offside, by the way.
So probably wouldn't have counted. But yeah, the challenges are coming in. Probably looking to make it more of a physical encounter, Mona.
Gordon. Free kick to Mona High.
There has been a lot of talking, at least with the back line for Mona, with Clarendon College's attacking players. So yeah, things boiling up there, and that's a subplot in this game that we may need to watch. Maybe a penalty coming or so. But right now it's Mona who has an opportunity to draw level.
Mackenzie's behind this one. Deciding to deliver with the left foot. And he goes goalwards, and it was wasted in the end. Burrell always in control there.
I don't know why he decided to go that way. To would always be going closer to the goalkeeper, and he did have a lot of players who had committed.
That's the end of the first half. It flew by, didn't it? The Costa Cup champions in front. Who else but Kaheem Dixon with his 32nd goal of the campaign. Clarendon College with the lead at the interval over the Manning Cup champions Mona High. 45 minutes still to play. There could be more twists and turns in this one. Lots happening on the Home of Champions as we look forward to the Europa Conference League on SportsMax Plus Thursday, 12:45 p.m., 1:45 ECT. Zrinjski against Aston Villa, and Dinamo Zagreb against FC Balkani at 3 p.m. 4 ECT on the SportsMax Plus, which is on the SportsMax app. It's the Olivier Shield playoff here at the National Stadium. The Costa Cup winners, Clarendon College, leading the Manning Cup champions Mona High by a goal to nil. Kaheem Dixon, the difference maker so far. And it's been a tense game. Dwight Jeremiah, not a whole lot of goal mouth action, but still pretty close.
Well, for two reasons too. Mona was always going to press iron. If they get the opportunities, then they transition quickly. That was not always going to come plenty, and for Clarendon College it was going to be hard to live up to what they did on Saturday with the tempo, as we're back on the way here.
Yep, second half now beginning. Mona still trying to get that equalizer, and I suggest that they'll be more on the front foot. That has to be called back.
Well, I think they'll be measured in their approach still. Going to go hell for leather. Entertainment still going on here. The drummers, it just always amazed me how they just keep going throughout the length of the game. But really brings a nice atmosphere. Yeah, well, I said they would be measured, you feel, Mona, still, because recognize that they can't open up too much, and also the fact that they've been getting sporadic chances against this Clarendon College outfit. So he knows it's just one goal in it, so no need to really just go away from his opening game strategy.
Would be disappointed with how they conceded the goal, though. As Thomas striding forward, utilizing his pace well, and Green had his eyes on him all the time. Green, of course, is on a yellow card, so I suppose that he has to be walking on eggshells.
Well, he was firm in his challenge there, timed it well, didn't dive in, just wait until the right moment, and that's what he'll have to do as a talented, smart player.
Peralta's ball inside at the back post, And the clearance made by Douglas.
There's two Mona players looking to bear down at the back post. One of them down now. But that was a definite plan. They weren't there. Looked to arrive late. We could hear a Clarendon player screaming that at the back post. You see it here. Here we see probably both of them really causing discomfort for each other. Not much for them to cheer about yet, Mona.
Here's Shavar Thomas representing FC Cincinnati at the moment, one of the scouts for the club. A number of scouts here actually, like from Colorado Rapids, looking on at the action here in this Olivier Shield playoff.
It's a really good thing for these boys. Opportunities are always...
Here's Dixon holding up the ball really well. Couldn't get Hull into the action.
Yeah, change of direction too sudden for him, lost his footing. I'm pretty sure they've seen a lot of talents, not just the obvious standout one like Dixon. Certainly these two teams are here for a reason.
Thomas, nicely done. Suazo trying to place that one through, didn't work on that occasion. Peralta was rushed and then he was pulled down. Hull a little bit too eager on that occasion.
Yeah, the prize, if he got it, was just too overbearing for him to let up his pursuit to win the ball.
Here's Clarendon College looking for a second here. Lovely takedown by Dixon, getting Christopher Hull in the action. Hull going for the far post, wide of the mark.
Yeah, it didn't have a lot of power on it, but certainly caused some concern for Bernard. We've seen those just nestling far corner so often. Just didn't get the curl on it, just cutting inside. And with all the bodies in front of Bernard, he's a little hesitant to go for it because they're not quite sure if somebody's going to go at it and try and get a touch on it. So waited for the last minute before he made an attempt. Sometimes that can be detrimental. On that occasion, not the case.
Good read by Thompson coming out of defense. And now this is Hull sending it back over to that far side. Nicely done by Ashley. Lovely ball to the edge of the box. And Douglas trying to beat his marker, earns his team the corner.
Yeah, Clarendon College looking to get better in the second half in terms of their build-up play. I saw a lot of turnover, unforced errors in that first half, but look at Ashley here, just waited. They tell you as a defender, you got to check your run as you approach. Get into your defensive stand. You can't continue to run in when you have players with such nifty footwork.
There's the corner kick, headed away. Dixon. Well, the whistle went, right?
Yeah.
Handle ball inside the area. Would want to make better use of the possession there. Bernard and company. Lovely flick. Really lovely stuff. Gallimore with the ball inside, trying to find Dixon. Suazo under pressure, lost it. Nice turn by Hull. Hull. Now the ball inside. And Mona, they have almost too much time to clear in the end. It doesn't go too far, does it? Clarendon College trying to recycle. And Bernard will hold on to it.
Yeah, one of the better attempts from Gallimore in this game. Lovely early cross in the box. Didn't really pick out a player, but that was much better from him, more decisive. Lenny Hyde would have told his team at halftime to take better care of the football. Because it is in the transitional play that Mona can hurt them.
Wonderful by Gordon, and then just losing control. There weren't a lot of changes in the respective finals by these two teams, and we don't expect a lot of changes to be made here.
Not at all, but you get the feeling if the benches were needed heavily, you felt Clarendon College might have a little bit more to give there.
Here's Mackenzie trying to get the ball in, and they're back there in numbers, Clarendon College.
The ball didn't come quick enough. Dixon had made a run from inside out, looking for that ball to be played down the channel, pointing as well. His run wasn't spotted.
Douglas lost it to Parchment. Oh, that is sent down the right, and Mackenzie does well, and Mackenzie's in the box, and he pulls it back looking for a teammate. I felt he had the opportunity to shoot with his left foot there, decided to be unselfish, but the chance is gone for Mona, but they're coming closer and closer. And now he goes the other way, and Dixon, oh lovely, trying to utilize his space. That's brilliant. Kaheem Dixon now looking for options, still has it. Somehow, finally, his teammates come into the picture. This is Atiba Green. Christopher Hull, Green with the overlapping run. They've found him, has time and space to deliver. It wasn't the best cross inside, and Mona breathing a sigh of relief there.
Yeah, and this man here has brought the place to life. He's class, he's real class. Just couldn't get it away from him. And in that final goal, I did talk about his intimate relationship with the ball, his feet, and try as he might line on the turf. He even tried to use his hand and still couldn't touch it, the Mona defender. Just wouldn't leave him. It's as if he has a string. Now his laces are a magnet to the ball. But more of Dixon, this the crowd will say.
At this level, he is a superstar.
Yeah, he's
Kaheem Dixon at this level. They're trying to find him again. Hodges. Peralta is back there for Mona. Oh, that's a poor giveaway. 3 against 2. Hull sends it across. Surely! Oh! The flag is up though against Dixon.
I don't know why Hull took so long to make that pass. The minute the ball was turned over, Dixon was holding his run, trying to hold his run, going wider and wider. Didn't want to go too far to the frame of the goal.
Oh, but here's Mona again. Chance here to equalize. Here's the shot that's deflected. That could have gone anywhere. It goes behind for a corner kick. Wow.
I did talk about the transitional play. Oh, in transition, that's where Mona certainly can hurt them.
Yeah, it took forever, didn't he? But,
yeah.
Oh, but Gordon did really well, you know, in just stepping up from out of the back.
Just in time. Dixon, all eyes for the goal. Wasn't really looking at Gordon. But the pass just held on for too long, Hull.
There's the corner kick. Headed away. That's a lovely first touch. And look at the run now. Just wonderful. He is absolutely graceful. And now the perfect pass. And Dixon is screaming for it. Dixon. Hull bundled off the ball. Was looking for a free kick. Doesn't come his way. Ashley. Hodges utilizing his strength, gives the ball away. Oh, that's good defending there.
Yeah, lovely work there. I think it was Green.
Green is on the ball, getting involved. Hull slipping it through. Gallimore. Oh, magnificent from Dixon, it's wide. Insane skill to get the space inside the box. And you expected him to finish. But wow, that was so close. But look at the piece of skill here. After Gallimore had it on the right-hand side, Dwight Jeremiah, look at this.
Yeah, you thought there was no space there. Got it in a very tight spot, but with this magician, he makes space out of nothing. And look at it there. Lovely, lovely work, and blocked in the end.
Yeah.
But my word, we'll have to tear up that script.
Here's the corner kick coming inside. Bernard holds on. That probably would have been the goal of the season.
That's what I'm saying, Donald. You'd have to tear up the script we saw earlier with the goals of the season, the top 5 goals of the season. Because with that insane skill, if he had pulled that off, I don't see them topping that one. Probably only himself could top it.
Shane Gordon. My producer is saying that we'd have to make a Kaim Dixon top 5 instead.
And I tell you what, there are not many who could argue about that.
Ball played inside, delightful ball. He just slipped there, you know. Romarion Thomas.
But I tell you what, with Dixon, you give him a ball in a phone booth and he'll make space for it. He'll make space. And huge amount of space. Yeah.
There's a usual call for him to deliver. I suspect he would make space in a phone booth. Dixon. And now the captain, Douglas. Ashley. The challenge strong from Robinho Gordon.
And Ashley himself has some nifty footwork. We've seen it earlier in this game. He's no slouch, Ashley. The front three, for Clarendon College, on their game, a nightmare for defenders. But none better than Dixon, who sits at the top of the pile.
Ashley to deliver. There's the ball. Dixon trying to flick that one on, but didn't make a connection. Christopher Hull does well to get by Suazo. Hull drives it across. Peralta in the way. Oh, nicely done by Dante Peralta. Tried to knock that one into space. Kept in play by Atiba Green. Tried to get the return ball. Peralta read it well. And Gordon continues his run. Gets it back, does Gordon. Looking up for the pass. Should have been better. But Thomas has it. Mona will have to settle for the corner kick.
Yeah, again, the transitional play, really good to watch from Mona. Living up to what this man wants from his team in terms of quick play. Gallimore again turning it over for Clarendon College. If there's one weak link in the team so far, it has been him in terms of his ball handling.
There's a corner kick. It's a good one! Oh, what a save that is! Yeah, it's not a weak spot anymore. Fabulous effort by Roche Burrell. Denying, I think it was Thomas there with header, or probably it was Harris. Free header too.
Yeah, that was all about reflex.
Thomas.
Yep, all about reflex there. That's a big save. Big save. Worth a goal.
It was. Hull. Moving away from Suazo, who looks spent. But then he did have an injury earlier in this game, and he has continued. This is Ashley. That's a good challenge from Young Parchment. Nice. from Clarendon College.
Yeah, it's one thing with them. They know when to take a touch or two under pressure. It's all one touch. The block out of the sky, excellent. And then the ball movement just got rid of the pressure. Just relieve the pressure with the passing.
QP finding Gallimore inside. It was left alone by Hull. Dixon didn't read on that occasion.
I think it was Douglas
that left it alone.
Yeah, no, that
didn't read it. Well, here's Mona trying to cut back the ball inside, but again, Clarendon College defenders in the right place at the right time. Green looking to switch the play, lofted ball inside to Dixon. He has Parchment for company. Dixon. Ashley. Gallimore. Strong challenge coming in from Peralta. Ball over the top. Oh, that's lovely from Thomas. Thomas decides to go for goal himself, and I'm not sure why. He had two teammates waiting there for the pass.
Yeah, I don't think he had looked up to see. In the end, he probably trusted himself that from that tight angle he could score. Just have a look here. Good work, a change of pace. And yeah, it was always going to be difficult though, but it was a good shot. But again, that opportunity came from a turnover, from a bad touch from Gallimore. And every time Mona attacks, comes close, it's a stark reminder to Clarendon College that it's only but a slender lead they have in this one. With all the excitement that they create with Ashley or Dixon on the ball, the lead is still just 1-0. And maybe just playing with a bit too much nonchalance. But for Gallimore, his day has not been great.
Remember, you can download the SportsMax app from the Google Play or the App Store. And just keep in touch with all the happenings on the home of champions. The end of the schoolboy football season is here, and a number of scouts on the island looking on, taking notes.
Pretty sure they would have seen a lot that they can work with. And for a lot of these boys, scholarships are always a big possibility and opportunities that they would be looking to take advantage of.
Garth Gale is also in the house.
Was asked to go back off the pitch for the restart. I tell you what, Green has been really good for Clarendon as well. A couple of times he has stopped those. Quick play from Mona. He's also been a part of some good link-up play as Clarendon look to go forward.
Peralta to take this free kick. Jenny goes long. QP won it.
Lovely ball from Peralta that just got away from three Clarendon players looking to close down, but he's threaded the eye of a needle there.
I think Dante Peralta, in my opinion, is the most improved player from last season. He has been phenomenal.
I mean, his passing
at times this year.
Good, yeah.
Ball high inside the area, kept alive, and the header is over the top in the end.
And there was still an offside flag as well. The Clarendon College players didn't go with the Mona players, who ended up deep in the 6-yard box. At that point where they're so deep, the angle was so tight that only a head back to set up was on, and it did fall to a Mona player as well. So Clarendon really not good in the marking.
Dixon on it, sends it out wide. Hull, Christopher Hull. Peralta is there again. Whistle on the play. Green. Hull has it. Hull sends it inside. Ashley trying to win the header. Dixon kept it alive. It comes out to Douglas, and here's a snapshot that finds its way in. It's Gallimore. Critical goal for Clarendon College at the critical stage in this Olivier Shield playoff. Gallimore, with the 7th goal of the campaign, has put Clarendon College into 7th heaven, and they lead Mona by 2-0.
Yeah, Gallimore wasn't having a great game, and yeah, he ended up getting a goal. Dixon was involved here, winning that header to get it back into the mix. You felt they had overpassed it for a minute here. That snapshot didn't even have the power on it, but the placement was good. Gallimore and Douglas, they're exchanging passes, and then that's one of his best passes of the game. Gallimore, who had a wretched time, but players with quality, they just need moments, and that was a big moment for Gallimore and Clarendon College, and that slender lead has been doubled, and twice as difficult now for Mona. And yes, confirmation, Clarendon College, they lead this one by 2-0, and a substitution has come on the mark there for Mona. Seemed to be Javier Robinson, the attacking midfielder, that has been brought on for Mona.
Javier Dunn actually has come on for Carlton Brown. It's very much an attacking change, this.
Yeah, Javier Dunn, I'm saying Robinson, yeah, you're right. Yeah, he's the player that has come on.
Has a goal to his name so far this season. Mona's number 15. Or wouldn't he want another one now?
Yeah, it would be valuable for Mona.
Clarendon College in transition, almost got through to Dixon, or yep, it was intercepted, and CC, they returned the favor, and Douglas now on it. Ball sent out wide. It's a good ball to Ashley, who's now on this right hand side. Ashley lining up an effort, and Bernard again gathering. Not too sure of where his posts are, it seems. And
that's for the second time in this game.
Yeah, that he's gone after a shot that wasn't on target. But I guess he's just trying to make sure. The first time was more uncalled for because he actually parried it away for a corner.
And it was going wider than this one as well. And there's a little coming together in the middle. Mona's number 6 in the midst of it there. Strazo. is bragging rights here. Make no bones about it. And the lines, the assistant referee has come onto the park because there was some arm raised and maybe somebody attesting that they were struck. But Hull being spoken to. I guess if it comes down to the end, none of them want. They're on the same side once the referee gets involved.
Yeah.
I guess it will continue after that, but why are we going to really make a fuss about it? Let's both stay on the park.
Exactly.
And continue our battle. Smart from the two players. At this stage, it is this philosophical style of coach that is prevailing. The pragmatist has work to do in terms of plotting a way back. Fourth official Golson wants to have a word with Nicholson. We don't have to look too far back in the season where a fourth official got involved and it wasn't the right thing. On this occasion, seemingly not much doing this time.
Nice from QP. Gallimore, the goal scorer, plays it through to Hull. Gallimore continuing his run. Hull can't believe that the call went against him. Robinho Gordon did enough as he came across from Mona.
The decibel went up, and so good is Dixon that he doesn't have to do anything to cause the decibels to go up. He just played a dummy just now, and he got the response from the stands.
Mona, they need a goal back soon, if not now. Some good work at the back.
Yeah,
well,
Green
was there
again.
a push?
Yeah, it's like they say, but I tell you what, Green has been really good for Clarendon. And despite them leading, you have to give this backline credit. At times we saw Hodges in the mix of it, Green a lot of time, a part of it as well, along with Clark. I think those three have stood out at the back because Mona, they did have their chances, have some breakaways that didn't materialize, and that was because of those three players who have been really immense. And Romario Thompson, who also has come in since the red card of Bold, been seamless in his slotting into this back line.
Well, this is from some way out. As you can see, the wall is outside the D.
Yeah, it's a far way out.
But Dixon is there, or Peralta is there, and well, the shot from Thomas was blocked, and it goes the other way, and Dixon
he thinks he was just a whisk away from pulling off another spectacular move. They say there's a thin line between confidence and arrogance. He's confident to the max.
Throw in. Sent over to Ashley, and Peralta with the clearance. Mackenzie, first time out wide, too much on it though.
Yeah, it's in their attempt to really transition quickly that sometimes gets them in trouble. I mean, every now and then too, you can take an extra touch just to make sure you're shaped for the pass, because at times you have a lot more space, and Clarendon College at times are a bit tardy in terms of their recovery runs. They're not at their best, Clarendon College, and we can say that confidently, having seen them a number of times this season, but so good they are that even when they're not firing on all cylinders, you have to be at your utmost best to beat them, which we've seen with Glenmuir.
Cupid now operating with a smile on his face.
And a lot of time Cupid is an unsung hero in the middle of the park for Clarendon. He does a lot of work. He's a really good player.
Oh, that's a lovely ball through again. Dixon with his run. Couldn't quite get to the end of it. Ooh.
Was his trophy that the shield was knocked down?
Apparently, yes. The shield is okay. Well, I think it's okay. Yeah, it's fine. That's what we care about. Here's Clarendon College, and he recovered in the end well. Peralto couldn't quite get the ball from Swaz on that occasion, and Dixon, he's so enjoying his football. And this is Ashley finding Green. Ball played inside, Mona back in numbers. Good work. Gordon collects it right on the line, or no? It did cross the line.
Yeah, I could see why you said that, because from our vantage point it looked like it didn't come out, but we were on the other side of the line. But Gallimore scoring, and we could see his game just going up a notch.
Yeah, because he was struggling, he was off colour.
He was really
in the first
off.
half.
Yeah, but that goal, and as they always say, a difference a goal makes.
Credit to him to get himself out of the little rut that he was in.
Yeah, could see it at half time that he was crouched over, knowing that his game was not.
Dixon, Hull, Douglas. Hull couldn't quite control. A bit away from him, to be fair. Dunn with the ball over the top. The keeper, though, is there. No issues there for Roche Burrell.
Lovely serve from Burrell.
Yes, and Ashley finds Dixon. Dixon on his right foot, still Dixon. Kaheem Dixon, shot is blocked, comes out to Hull, still gets it, and Mona trying to clear. Not far enough. Green. QP. Green gets it back. Out wide now to Ashley. Ashley, the ball inside was an easy one to handle. Thomas running back to win it. Thomas does well. Has options, decides to go for goal, and Burrell with the save.
Well, you really have to give Thomas a lot of credit. He really carried it a far away, and he made something out of nothing, because it seemed he was on his own. The passing lanes were blocked, but a cut inside. Let's have a look here. He decided to shoot. He had passes, but those were square passes. Nothing that was going to be penetrating or progressive, and he felt it was better served that he went for goal. So while there was option, there were square passes.
Here's a corner kick at the back post. Gordon nods it down. It's headed away, and just headed away by Clarendon College. They want a goal now. The dink inside the area. So many players up. The flag has gone up. Was there a handled ball in the build-up there? Gordon, maybe. Yep, there you go. That's exactly what the first assistant said.
Don't need to go to those classes to read that one.
Out ball to Kaheem Dixon. Has a tiring Swazo in front of him. Oh, lovely from Kaheem Dixon still. the magic and wonder of Dixon trying to find his captain in the process too. Probably should have gone himself.
That was almost Van Persie like. The only thing he was facing, Van Persie had done it with his back to the defender, but yeah.
QP gets a corner kick for his team.
I tell you what, I know, they're having fun now. It's about the showboat. What? Just look here. And when that came, yeah, it was, see you there, I'm around the other side. And a cut inside. They can't touch him. They dare not touch him.
How many times has he been player of a big game? The player of a big game.
He's got
Dixon.
He's got some contenders tonight, but yeah, he's still in the mix.
Ashley sends it long, but Bernard should collect, and he doesn't! It's headed in! My oh my! Hull got there in the end over Bernard! And Clarendon College, they are running away with the Olivier Shield. They continue to make big statements on this rock. The best high school football team in the island of Jamaica.
Well, even Butler is bemused by that one. Not quite sure it happened himself, but I was almost looking upfield to see Bernard looking to start the play. But he was backpedaling when he should be going forward to pluck that one out of the sky. Look at him here. Second best to Hull. Hull stayed with it. Yeah, he went behind Hull and he was reaching for it. And Hull will not score an easier one than that. That's on Bernard. And yeah, bemused this coach. But one thing that is clear here is that Clarendon College is leading this contest by 3-0. Dixon, Gallimore, Hull.
And Hull, was his 13th goal of the campaign, has surely put this beyond doubt. It wasn't as frenetic and as ferocious as was the case in the Acosta Cup final when they dismantled Glenmuir High. And here, probably a glitch or two in terms of the mistakes, but still surgical, and the scoreline emphatic. Well, do they deserve such a heavy loss, Mona High? That's the question now.
Well, in football, they say you get what you take, necessarily what you deserve. They're getting what they've given up, Mona. Clarendon College, the end result the same. Surgically, yes. But they have dismantled this Mona team. If only in stages. But yeah, they pick their moments. And good teams know how to win in different ways. And they are a good team, Clarendon College. Really good team as well.
Well, this is even further out for Mackenzie and company. Thomas is also here. But it's going to be Denzel Mackenzie, and that's way over the top.
Yeah, hugely ambitious. But at this stage of the game, desperation has set in. Just about 5 minutes or so to go.
As we take a look at the SportsMax at moment of the game, and it was a wonderful save by Burrell. Moving smartly. I say moving, but it's an understatement. He had to go down quickly to get a hand on it. That's a SportsMax app moment of the game. It was at a critical stage too. Ashley. Lovely shot that's taken, blocked by Swazo. Still in the area. Goal! Hull with the spectacular. and Bernard found it too hot to handle. It's his second goal of the night, his 14th this season, and Clarendon College with an emphatic statement again.
But he may not have taken the highlights before this, and Dixon has grabbed a lot of it, but it is his name up in lights tonight. Hull has been good throughout, good in the wide areas, always an outlet, and that goal tops it in terms of the goals tonight. You could talk about the other coming out of nothing, but he had to make this one, and yeah, goalkeeper should have done better, but the execution, none's normally much better than that one. Timed it well, met it flush with the instep, and Clarendon College just like that, 4 goals to the good. Yeah, definitely should have done better, needed a stronger hand, and yes, not taking anything away from him in terms of his execution. The goalkeeper obliged, thinking maybe he was a spectator watching the execution and got caught ball watching, or maybe technique watching, because if he was watching the ball well enough, would have kept that one out.
CC making the changes here.
But we're winding down here, and Hull with 2 goals definitely in the mix for player of the game. I quite like Dixon as well was in it, but I quite like what Green did in this game as well. QP was quite good, as I say, sometimes go unnoticed.
Oh, Clarendon College looked really good. Dixon allowing that one to go through.
But judging from where Mona's threatening position is, we know Clarendon College can tear teams apart. Mona in transition can be deadly, and that's where they would look to hurt Clarendon tonight. They have tried it several times, been thwarted by the works, as I said, of Green, Clark and Hodges. But for me, you have Hull with 2 and Green at the other end of the park.
Corner kick to Mona. Ball floated inside the area. They are taking shots from everywhere now. That last one came in from Peralta.
I tell you what, there's so much to choose from here in this Clarendon College team.
Tadane Williams, by the way, has come on for Jamel Ashley. Teron Williams for Christopher Hull. Ball sent out wide. Oh, lovely by Atiba Green.
I tell you,
Williams,
a good game.
The dink inside, looking to go all the way through there. And it goes all the way through to Akeem Bernard.
for just allowing you to take in the celebration, the noise in the stadium, the vuvuzelas to a rhythm. And Ajis dancing to it, the choreographer as well. It's about celebration. They don't have to hold back tonight because there's nothing coming after this. Clarendon College, they didn't get the treble, but they'll take the defense of both Da Costa and Olivier Shield. Bobby Mona showing that they won the Manning Cup. But I tell you what, this is all about the Olivier Shield.
It is. It was officially handed to them today, by the way, the Manning Cup to Mona High.
But the standout performers, as we've said, the Green, the Dixons, the Hull, Cupids, which has been good here. Hull has got 2 goals in this contest, and also a situation where he is a constant outlet always in this game.
This was earlier today when they held the Manning Cup aloft. The champions of the urban area competition, Mona High. They're still trying to get their spectators involved. And they are involved.
Yeah.
Despite the scoreline, that's Mona pride for you.
And also the fact that they've forgotten about this Olivier Shield, because there's no way they are going to get their hands on it.
Clarendon College with a free kick. We do not have a lot of time remaining here at the National Stadium. Clarendon College just playing around with it. Was there a high boot? Yeah, there was. And Dixon apologetic. We go on, but the wait won't be for long. It will not be for long. It's over now. Use the word undisputed. The thrill of victory again and again for Clarendon College this season. The kings of the land. One done. Of that, it's true. The interscholastic Olivier Shield winners once again. They are the best in the country. Clarendon College. And if you were to look at the score lines in the Da Costa Cup final and in this playoff, you would also add by far.
By a country mile, since they're from the country, let me add that to it. Yeah, every reason to celebrate. Very easy on the eye. Lovely to watch in full flow. They hit a bump along the way in the Champions Cup, but they were back to their normal way, default action. And yes, Linward Teacher Hyde has presided over yet another scintillating Clarendon College schoolboy football team. Yep, embraced. Hull, gracious in defeat. Craig Butler, and I think he'll be quick to admit that he was beaten by a better team and the best team in the land. Clarendon College winning this one by 4-0.
It's been a playoff to remember, especially for the Clarendon College supporters. Mona actually pressed early and should have taken this chance. Denzel McKenzie with the effort.
Yeah, something big for them. If they had gotten that goal, they could have played a little bit more their strategy.
Yeah, but it was always going to be difficult once they got behind. And they had chances. Kaheem Dixon trying to pull out the spectacular here And Akeem Bernard, he showed signs from early in the game that he just wasn't up to it tonight.
Yeah, challenging his own defender there when the clearance was going to be easy.
And then this at the back post. You don't leave the best striker at the schoolboy football level on marks there.
No, you don't do that. And he will not let you off the hook with doing that. With all the height that Mona has in the back line, it was Dixon heading home undisturbed until the ball was in the back of the net, that is. Embrace from the teacher.
They got the breakthrough. They could have had more. Ashley did well trying to send that one across. And then the follow-up wide, just wide. Gallimore was getting sharper and sharper. And then in the second half, Clarendon College went up another gear. Gallimore improved his game, tried to get his teammates involved, including Dixon, who almost scored. That probably would have been the goal of the season. Look at the bit of skill there.
Yeah, and where there was no space, there was. And the man there was Dixon.
Then the ball inside, and a wonderful header from Thomas. Fabulous save by Burrell.
When you have a goalkeeper who doesn't do a lot in games because the way his team monopolized possession, big save.
And then Hull with a floated ball inside. Mona trying to clear, Dixon in the thick of things. Douglas trying to get there, they were passing it around, and it was finally put in by Gallimore, right into the corner.
Yeah, that was composure at the highest level, not flustered there. Easy passing back and forth, and then the snapshot, and it was enough to beat Bernard. But that's the composure this team shows.
And then Thomas with an effort from outside the box. Burrell equal to the task. He had a good game.
Yeah, really good game when called upon.
And then Bernard should have done much better there. Hull pouncing on it inside the box.
Yeah, you fought the goalkeeper on that one. Both Hull's goal, you feel the goalkeeper should have done better.
You say try and catch it at your highest point.
Yeah.
It was nowhere close.
It was.
You have the advantage of your hands, and he allowed Hull to get in there. And then Hull would get a second deflected effort inside. He tried the first time. That was at the second time of asking. And it was too much power for Bernard, who, again, I think should have done better.
Much better, and you'll say you fought the goalkeeper on it in terms of the save being made. In terms of the execution, though, you give Hull top marks for it. Kept his eyes on it, waited until it dropped so he could get his knee over it, flush on the instep. And yeah, disappointed Bernard. Hull saying, yeah, I'm the Messiah, outstretched arm.
4-0, the final score. Yep, CC domination. 15 shots, 5 on target. Mona High with 13 shots, 4 of which were on target. Clarendon College, the more physical outlet it seemed, with 16 fouls, doubling the amount by Mona High. Just the one yellow card shown to Atiba Green. And Mona High had more corner kicks, 11-9. Clarendon College with the majority of the possession, though, at 57%. Now time for the Digital Man of the Match award, and it goes in favor of Christopher Hull.
Thank you, Donald. I'm joined by Junior Brand Manager of Digicel, Kadeen Webley. She presents the Man of the Match award to Christopher Hull. All right, Chris, let's have a quick chat. Speak to me about those 2 goals, especially the bicycle kick.
Well, it was a wonderful feeling today to score 2 goals into the Olivier Shield final. I've been training hard, saying I'm coming into this game to score.
And in terms of you switching to the striker position and Kahim going to the left, you mentioned that's something you practice in training.
Yes, it's something we've been practicing training, doing it regular in training and also in games.
Back-to-back Olivier Shield titles. Speak to me about the work that goes into training sessions and just
Well, the work that goes into training sessions, we have a wonderful trainer, Coach Sammy, Junior Summers, which is not here with us today. He's been training hard with us all pre-season from July. Yeah, so it's good.
Congratulations, Chris.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, that was Christopher Hull there. 2-time back-to-back Olivier Shield champion, now for Clarendon College. I'm being joined now by Mona High coach Craig Butler. And his staff, of course, he never leaves them out.
No, win together, we lose together, no?
Yeah, you said it, Coach. I asked you about your game plan before the game, and it was evident what it was to go direct and exploit the spaces that Clarendon College left when they went forward. You seem to run out of gas at the end, but speak to me about the performance.
No, it wasn't about running out of gas. It was about not taking the chances. We won the ball, we made our chances, we got our chances, we didn't score. And when you don't score like that and you're pressing like that, sooner or later, you're going to break down. And for me, I think the boys played well, yeah, but I think Clarendon College today was the better team on the field. I'm going to give them their props and show them their respect.
Will this serve as a platform for you to build on next season and we could see you back on this stage?
Absolutely. We only have 2 players leaving next season. So, I'm going to have a lot coming in. So we're all right. We're all right. You know, the program is strong and the movement is strong. And if it's one thing they cannot say, is that Mona is a non-traditional school.
Congrats, Coach.
Yeah, we're ready to go. All right?
Come on, all the best.
We'll never die. Thank you.
Yeah, that's the Mona Pride there, led by Coach Butler. First time Olivier Shield appearance for them, and they just came up short against this man's team. Coach Lenny Teacher, coach back-to-back Olivier Shields. Speak to me about that feat.
Very happy about it. I think we worked pretty hard this season for this. The boys wanted it most. And I told you before, about 7 of them is leaving this year. So they were hell-bent on defending the Olivier Shield. And you see what they did tonight. We didn't start out well in the first half, but as the game went on, we gradually picked up and started past the ball and the movement. They enjoyed tonight. That's what I told them. Just go out there and enjoy the game.
Yeah, Christopher Hall was the man of the match for this game. Speak to me about you moving him from the left wing position to the striker.
Yeah, they do that, you know, on many occasions. They rotate a lot up front. So sometimes Ashley comes in and so we mix it up, you know. We don't want them to stay wide in the attacking third. They need to get into the box. And that's what he did tonight, you know.
All right, congrats, Coach. When's the party?
Tomorrow. We're going down Clarendon tomorrow.
All right, all the best.
All right, all right.
What a performance by Clarendon College. And their supporters are used to winning, aren't they? But just wonderful to notice. And they've proven themselves time and time again, especially over the past few years. Dwight Jeremiah, have you seen a team like this Clarendon College team?
No, I said it in the Costa Cup final on Saturday night that for me, yeah, some will say before that and they'll talk about the 70s. I wouldn't have seen it, don't know. But for me, yeah, for a long time, especially when they are at full flow or full flight, like we saw them on Saturday. Definitely when they're like that, I don't see the team, schoolboy football team this season and many a season in the past that would live with them. We see how easy it is for them to just change gear and do things at will. You put them under pressure and you think, okay, you have the measure of them, and then they just, like a change of pace, just get away from you. And they're good at doing that. And I like this approach. I am a fan of beautiful football. I know football will have many different styles, and it's all about what gets you to win with what players you have. But if I were to have my way, I'd want to win looking good, and really having the fans enjoy themselves, as Clarendon College has done. I've heard Lenny Hyde said he wants his players to think about the fans when they perform. Tonight and on Saturday night, they really did that. Their fans, they're pleased to travel, happy, because they entertained.
Almost a little bit frightening with the fact that only 2 players will be leaving Mona's squad, so they'll be back next season. What do you think about their performance and what they offered this year?
And I think even if you look what they offered tonight, you probably expected a lot less, well, a little less in terms of them sitting a little bit deeper, but they were brave in their approach to this game. They pressed high, and at times we saw their back line as high as the halfway line, and they tried to get Clarendon College to make mistake playing out from the back. They did well in the first half, I felt, and to be only a goal down, I think if it was level at halftime, they would have deserved that Mona. And that is a testimony to how well they played against a Clarendon College team, which was not at full flight, but that too could have been Mona's pressing that would have caused them to be like that tonight. So yeah, I give Mona a lot of credit, and to think only 2 will leave, definitely should be back next season.
The score line. 4-0. Yeah. 4-0 is the score line, and is it a fair score line with the fact that Mona, as you credited them with the performance tonight, and the fact that they had the chances but didn't convert?
Yeah, and not only the chances, they had good moments in transition, but it was thwarted by this team's back line. So, yeah, they probably deserved a little bit more out of it, maybe a little flattering in the end for Clarendon based on today's performance. So, yeah.
On to the Olivier Shield for a 6th time. They started in 1977 when their present coach was then a player at Clarendon College. The check presentation to be made, a $200,000 check.
So Clarendon College will be winning this Olivier Shield for a 6th time.
Will make the presentation of the $200,000
outright.
check.
They would have shared it once with the Noon Technical back in 1998.
Clarendon College.
But it's their 7th hold on the Shield, but the check coming in first. One done. That's Richie Palmer, the manager of this wonderful bunch of players.
They say it's 1cc, and Cornwall College is taking a claim to that. But right now, they have to say Clarendon College.
1909 and won then by Jamaica College. The Olivier Shield, presented by Keith Wellington, Andre Roper.
So, the moment at hand. It has finally arrived for Clarendon College, champions of the land. They have won the Olivier Shield in this year 2023, a schoolboy football team that we will remember for a very, very long time.
I've been talking about this team for a long, long time, Donald. They excite me. I watched them on Saturday and I couldn't sit in doing commentary. They had me on my feet, and a lot of the fans in the stands were on their feet. It's a really good schoolboy football team, that's Clarendon College. And a lot of person will hear Coach Hyde said 7 players leaving and thinking, okay, we can have a go at them again. But we know their conveyor line will always be turning and players will be coming off. But right now, it's about this set of players who've really wowed us all season long. And they topped it off tonight. Not the most scintillating performance that we've seen from them, but it was always going to be hard to replicate what they did on Saturday. Took a lot out of them, but what they had left in the tank is still better than many teams, if not all teams, in schoolboy football.
Really a season to remember, and a brilliant schoolboy football season. We've seen some fantastic goals, team goals especially. What are your thoughts on what happened this year?
No, it was a great watch. I had the advantage, well, I had the advantage of being engulfed in it as a coach as well. And it's always fantastic, you know, coming up against different rivals, having the hopes of going on and winning it all. And then to have the vantage point of sitting here with great persons like yourself to make the calls and see it from a different angle. And from all angles, being engulfed in it and sitting here or even in the stands sometimes as a spectator, I've enjoyed this season. And no praises can be too much for the way this season went.
Well, Kimani, Janae, close the show for us.
And here we are, over by where these boys just collected their Olivier Shield Award. Congratulations, Clarendon College, and well done, Mona High.
Yeah, it was an excellent season, Donald and Dwight. they said it best. This season, I just feel like it was a good season for schoolboy football. I think it was a good season for Jamaica's football and the future. You're seeing a team like Mona High rise through the ranks, winning the Manning Cup, going toe-to-toe with this Clarendon College team. It's just an excellent place for Jamaican football to be, and I'm glad we could have been a part of it, Janine.
Definitely. Although we are missing Gerard, we did have a lovely time this season, both with the Manning and with the Costa Cup, and we're excited for what's in store for next year and the years to come.
Yeah, you said it best, and I mean, Kaheem Dixon, player of the season, I think it goes without saying. Poppy, they call him. Poppy.
Mr. Champions Cup, hat-trick hero. He's been given a lot of names this season, but it's well deserved for a player like Kaheem Dixon.
Yeah, it goes without saying. You had Dijon Whisper Richards last year and then Kaheem Dixon next year. I wonder who the next player will be next season.
It's not going to be you, Kimani.
Yeah, my day's done. I mean, but yeah, thanks for joining us. It's our pleasure to be hosting one more season with you guys again. We appreciate you, we love you. And when we come back, it will be next season. So,
well, actually, next year, the All Man in All the Costa Cup. But thank you to the hard-working team at SportsMax, Donald and Dwight in commentary, our producer, Philip Riley, and our director, Michael Edwards. On behalf of SportsMax, we had a great time, and we're looking to see you next year.
This is people, I'm ready, you know. All right, then, pick up, Manning Cup, Olivier Shield, you make we link up. We watch the Champions Cup, then Francis Water Cup, which team are win the championship this season? Yo, ISSA, one diver school, I go finish the league and beat now. Which youth I go collect the golden boot and be the favorite for the people? Yo, ISSA, Messi fans are roll out all boat, the flag pan vehicle. Looking at the crowd, but load of supporters from school and community too. People nothing at distance, some a listen pan radio, but some a watch it on TV too. Country and town unite for one reason. ISSA, schoolboy football, run come, look one, look all. Which team are the best and I go better than the rest, and if I your team beat your chest. ISSA, schoolboy football, a team could rise and a team could fall. But they never will know until the whistle blows, so run, come enjoy the show. Yo, ISSA, that competition I never have been nice up. People love see when boy I get nice up on the field. And goal and score from far, and them love it with peaceful and the youths now war. Yo, it's a schoolboy football, no local. The youths are move on to international big league. And I still people heart, but member wish party start. ISSA, schoolboy football, run come, look one, look all. Which team are the best and I go better than the rest, and if I your team beat your chest. ISSA, schoolboy football, a team could rise and a team could fall. But they never will know until the whistle blows, so run come enjoy the show. ISSA, schoolboy football, run come, look one, look all. Which team are the best and I go better than the rest, and if I your team beat your chest. ISSA, schoolboy football, a team could rise and a team could fall. But they never will know until the whistle blows, so run come enjoy the show.